Live. Welcome, everyone. I'm Nala for Power, and today we are playing some more Norco. I hope everyone's having a good Tuesday so far. I know I am, except my face hurts. I'm making like chili mix for Christmas gifts, and that involves ripping up and grinding up a whole bunch of dried chilies. And I thought I wasn't using the very spicy ones, but then I touched my face and my face hurts. The skin under my nose is burning so bad. And I've washed it and it's still burning. So my friends and family will be in for a spicy surprise this Christmas. Oh man. But yeah, let's remember what we're doing in Norco. I got my decaf coffee ready, got some water ready. I'm so ready to just talk a lot for the next 3 to 4 hours. Let's go. Yes. Okay, so this guy just joined our party. So we're back. We're playing as Kay. We are still looking for our brother. And we got our mom's stuff from Miss Cawthorn, I think her name is. Oh yeah, and Million attacked us and is missing now. So Million was a spy. LeBlanc believes that Million was a spy for Thomas St. Clair, not Cawthorn. Plant it in your home to keep tabs on your mom. Okay. Okay, Million was once a fugitive, now just a relic. She spends hours in stasis beneath the house like any discarded thing would. Okay. Place next door complains they can see me when I'm on the pot. Told them to look the other way. Ain't like I'm making you watch. But I think they like my hole otherwise. Keeps us connected. Lots more I could say about this hole. Hell, I could stand here and talk to you about it all day. Toilet's right there for you to wash off. God, it's the grossest thing I've ever heard in my life. Oh, sorry, what was that? You can find a lot of dead bodies if you go looking. Kind of like a treasure hunt. Stop touching that, unless you want to see me clown up. Clown up, I like that. A man wearing battle armor emblazoned with a red cross crouches over a turtle on the sidewalk. A name tag that reads Garrett is fixed to the man's armor. Oh, this is one of the Garretts from our mom's timeline. Who the fuck are you? Man, I know this looks weird. I got separated from my co-workers and then saw this turtle, so I stopped to take a look. Why are you outside my place of business dressed like a pervert? Pervert? I'm dressed like a knight. How am I dressed like a pervert? Look, I can go. They said they'd come pick me up before launch, but it's getting kind of late. Launch? Yeah, Cowabunga indeed. Hello, guns. How are you? Oh yeah, no, for this game I think I want me over like here, because a lot of the text is up there on the screen. Oh gosh, my eye's itchy, and my hands are spicy. Okay. Well, my sleeve wasn't safe. That's fine. That's not that bad. Ninja Turtle. Yes. Yes. This turtle is definitely a ninja turtle. Look at him. Look at him. What a little guy. I don't know, man. We were supposed to do this thing tonight, but it kind of fell apart at the last minute. I washed my hands so many fucking times. Ugh. That's fine. Okay, so why are you here? For work, I guess. What kind of work? Oh my gosh, sorry guys, my eyes. There we go. Nope. Okay. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, Okay, sorry chat. If you didn't hear earlier, so yeah, was making a whole bunch of, I was like grinding up a bunch of chilies for chili powder. And I washed my hands a whole bunch, but apparently not enough. And now my eye is very spicy. Here, I'm just gonna go take care of this real quick. This is very early, but we're gonna take a quick break. Sorry about that. Oh my goodness, I'm spicy. Okay. And we are back. Thank you so much for waiting. Okay, we have washed our hands and our face yet again. We have changed our clothes so that there's hopefully no more lingering chili powder on me anywhere. And I can keep my eyes open again. Okay. Garrets. So yeah, the Garrets are the weird, like, far-right cult in the mall. And as tonight is the night that they think they are launching their rocket into space. Most people that are not Garrets are skeptical it will work. Spiritual work, kind of like yoga, or no, more like outer space stuff, rockets. We're into self-improvement, weightlifting, stuff like that. Sounds cool as shit, like a cult. It is. It's like a cult, but cooler. It's like you join and you immediately have friends and a dad who wants to hang out with you. Oh, buddy. Oh, no. Garrett, I'll be your dad. It's okay. You don't have to join these people. Well, sometimes he does. Once he gets to Mars, he said he's going to hang out with us. It's not a costume. Why does everyone keep calling it that? I'm a soldier of Christ. Who do you fight? Scum, mainly. Scum? Cokehead hipsters and punks who hang out downtown and call us Nazis. Why fight the scum? Because they think they know everything, but they don't know shit. They think everything they do is morally superior, but it's not. They just make the world worse, but insist they're making it better. I don't want to be in your club, okay? You people are uptight losers. Stop calling me a fucking Nazi. I'm not a fucking Nazi, man. I'm just a guy. I'm Caleb. I mean Garrett. I'm fucking Garrett. Leave. Okay, bye. That's a... The Garretts are wandering around Norco. There are young men wandering around Norco wearing plastic battle armor and name tags that say Garrett. Way I found you, I came in right there through the front door. It took me a minute to figure out where all the noise was coming from till I climbed up into the attic. They had a ladder that went down through the attic into a closet like a damn haunted house. I got down there, seeing the robot had its claws around your neck, so what I did was, I kicked you out of the way. Probably kicked you pretty hard, come to think of it. Robot's face was all opened up. She had... shit, I don't even know what it was. A big glowing tumor floating in her head. She tried closing up her face to protect it, but I already had my 9 drawn. Popped her a few good times before she could snap her face shut. She whined a little bit and fell over. Wasn't easy getting you back up that ladder, but I managed. Let's go check and make sure the robot's still there. Maybe have a look around that room. That's right where I left her. Don't look like she's going nowhere. What the hell is Catherine doing in this room? Spooks me out. Don't even look, Kay. Just don't think about it. She wasn't who you thought she was. You run your fingers over the flaking glass of Millian's faceplate. Shards fall into the ground beside her limp hands. There is no life left to the machine. No Wi-Fi connection detected. Driver's corrupted. Device requires update. Get me online. This answering machine kind of pushy. Let's get it hooked up to the internet, see what happens. This is a military-grade signal jammer. One of these is enough to take the whole neighborhood offline. No wonder that answering machine can't get to the internet. Take someone who with expertise to disable one of these things. Need me to handle it? LeBlanc pulls a pistol from his waistband. Amazing. Wi-Fi connection detected. Installing drivers. Installation complete. Warning. Critical 1 out of 0 functionality has been deprecated. To interact with this instance, please install your preferred head drive client on your mobile device. For more information on hosting options, please visit the Greater New Orleans Neural Versioning Clinic website today. Compressing local artifacts. Resolved. Establishing remote connection. K. Enumerated items. K. I'm speaking to my daughter. Y'all fucking with me because I'm drunk? ... Face enumeration module. Conflict detected. Can you blank blank blank? Attacked K. You talking about million? What is million? What are you talking about, Kate? How the hell are we even having this conversation? You pull the phone from LeBlanc. Now, what do you remember last? There in the chair where I sat. The room was dark. The clinician asked questions. After the appointment, I was to meet with Super Duck. Super Duck is the version consciousness of Duck. Why you was going to see Duck? I was going to see Super Duck, a spawn of Duck, a deformity. Because of what I saw? What I saw in the lake? I can't make no sense of this. Okay. You are my child. Is the session complete? My oldest. I remember that you held my leg as a baby when you began to walk. Please specify what you mean by blue. K, can you hear me? K, please. I do not know about blue. Have I forgotten blue? The house was dark and I couldn't make out the shape. Was this blue? Ooh, did we, like, when you got to, like, decide what memory she kept and which ones she didn't? I wonder if we deleted the one about blue. I don't remember already, but, oh, that'd be interesting. I remember many things about Blake. I remember that he cried. He didn't want me to die. He asked me not to die. Did I die? I am Catherine Madere, age 52, branch identifier, November YX2RV1.0.0. I am hosted on a 32 terabyte head host external hard drive without cloud support. What happened, dear, to my son? Blake is missing. He is lost. His face is a shadow. Blake is missing. Enumeration error. I'm sorry, I do not know Million. I do not know what happened to Million. A map of Lake Pontchartrain hangs on the wall, decorated with various illegible notes and penciled routes through its network of bayous. Where was Duck? No, it's not there. How did we get there again? Alright, now that just takes us straight here. How you holding up, kid? I gather we should. That's about the only sense I could make out of what that phone was saying. Okay. Oh my goodness. Okay. Hand me that phone, Kay. No? Oh my gosh, how do we get to that guy's house? Still not over the crouton thing. Damn. Okay. Hoover, hello! Yeah, no, thank you so much for lurking. I'm having a great evening. I hope you are as well. Except I'll be having a greater evening once I remember how to get to Duck's house. Is it there? There we go. Okay. This must be them co-workers that little nerd was talking about outside my place of business. LeBlanc regards the teens. Happy Halloween, kids. You look like a couple of soda cans. Get off my lawn, bitch. So y'all work with that other little dude outside my place of business? We work only for ourselves. We don't answer to anyone. We're dissident Garretts. Alright, whatever. Where the hell's Duck? Where the hell's Duck? That's what I'm asking you. Devil, motherfucker. Excuse me, boy? Getting a little fresh? Think I might have to whoop your ass. Seriously? Let's kill the degenerate. I don't know, dude. I mean, I could if I wanted to. I just... Silence, Garrett. I can't see shit out of this thing. Stand tall. The barbarians are at the gate. The adolescent turns towards LeBlanc. Ready yourself for death. Oh, fuck this shit. Just what in the hell was that about? Let's go check on Duck. I'm worried. Duck. Hey, Duck. Clay, you around, bruh? Old man ain't left this house in years. Hell them little kids do to him. A scribbled letter sits on the desk. Never thought things would get this fucked up. It all took a turn after he made us tie up the dead lady's kid. Dead lady's kid? Kay, you don't think. Then we tossed John's head in the water. What in the... And John's eyes, they weren't his. They were glowing. I'll never forget that. All the Garretts at the Rock have been sneaking around trying to find his head. I don't like John, but hell, everyone deserves a funeral. We know he tossed it out of the boat somewhere at lat 30, longitude 90. But the lake is so full of sediment we can't see shit. Losing hope that we'll find it. That's all for now. You boys be safe. Them coordinates in this Lake Pontchartrain. They're searching the swamps. Put that in your pocket. This right here is the closest thing to a lead we got. That dead lady's kid just might be your brother. Ah, goddammit. Oh, hell, bruh. Duck, hey. Duck slouches in his office chair. LeBlanc shakes the man's shoulder and snaps his fingers before his face. He's breathing. Wake up, Pops, wake up. Brett? He attempts a smile. What's good, detective? You don't look so hot, Clay. We gotta get you some help over here. Just taking a nap is all. Them little creeps still out front? We took care of them. How about you, Kay? You ever get your mother's stuff back from the refinery? What'd you find? Bruh, Catherine James Bond all of a sudden? Why you so surprised, Brett? That sounds like Catherine to me. That's who she was. From the outside, she was just normal, mundane. You wouldn't think much of her. But that was a disguise, a costume that she wore. She was clever, always hiding something. The hell's going on around here, bruh? What them kids was doing outside? The two little ones got separated from the rest of the pack. They had a whole gang in there earlier asking me all kinds of questions I didn't know the answers to. All because of that thing right there. He lifts his frail hand towards the device on his desk. Biggest mistake of my life. How they managed to find it is beyond me. Thought I'd lost it years ago. Figured it'd come back to find me. The piece of trash head drive I was telling you about earlier has my brain sitting on it. Gave birth to that monster that calls itself Super Duck. The one your mom got mixed up with. But the head drive seemed more or less broken now. Oh gosh, there's so many questions about the intruders. Okay. Don't know, couldn't even guess what all this is about, but they mentioned your mother, said they have her. That's what I'm wondering myself. Catherine's laying in a casket on River Road. Them dummies probably grabbed the wrong person. You think I know, Brett? Nothing about Blake, but wouldn't surprise me if he's in the mix. Asked me to talk to that drive. Interpret what it was saying. Something about needing to find a rock. No, a stone. I just kept my mouth shut. I don't want a thing to do with that head drive. It's a curse. But I guess they figured it out on their own because they sure left in a hurry. It was so chaotic in here, I didn't know what was going on. All of them just shouting over each other. They were as confused as I was. Whole thing seemed like a big mess, like nobody was in charge, and then suddenly they were gone. I don't have the slightest clue how they found it. Figure that monster ran afoul of these people, stole something from them. Maybe they did a little research, found the head drive that started it all. Maybe they thought if they did that, they could find whatever it is they are looking for. It's got my name on the thing. Lol. Don't bother with me. A little nap is all I need. You ain't calling nobody, Brett. Cool it. You think this is bad the way I am right here? It's been this way for years. You're getting bent out of shape about it. I just been sitting in this house, hardly able to walk. No more good days. You want to help me? Come drop by from time to time, all right? That's all I'm asking. Oof. When everybody started getting these things. Okay. Okay. Super Duck is a viral fork of Duck's consciousness created by the same neural versioning clinic that your mom visited before her death. The head drive that once hosted the version somehow escaped Duck's possession and spread like a network virus. It eventually manifested itself physically into what Duck describes as a monster. Super Duck contracted your mom. Your mom was conducting research for the monster known as Super Duck shortly before her death. Okay. A state of disarray. Emergency safe mode initiated. Prime node in terminal state. Them coordinates way out in the lake. Just like the ones written down on that note. Your truck got gas. Think we'll be taking us a little trip to the lakefront. the mausoleum's on the map, but I don't think we've been told to, like, go there yet. You approach the door and try it, but it's locked. The face of your mom's crypt is damaged with cracks running along the edge. Looks like somebody tried to get inside the thing. All we need is a pry bar to get it open. Oh. Hell yeah, we grab the pry bar laying on the ground. You pry at the cracked marble face of the crypt. It peels away from the thin caulk bead effortlessly. Whoever it was did a half-assed job of covering it up. That's that crackerjack ring your mama always wore around her neck. Beloved Kay, her remains are safe. You will be reunited with your family soon. That's oddly comforting. And her body was stolen from the Red Church Mausoleum. Just slow down, kid. Road's washed out up here. Pixel art in this game is so good. You continue to accelerate, but the truck stays put. What'd I tell you? Got any recovery gear on this thing? Shit, we're on foot now, I guess. Looks like there's a fishing camp just up the road. If we want to reach the coordinates, we'll need a boat. But they got one we can borrow. Hey, I know just where we at. That's Peachy Doohan's fishing camp. Me and my daddy more or less lived out here for a time. Old man Peachy hated my ass. And that's the Interstate 10 overpass over there. There's a map on the bulletin board. Might help refresh my memory. And I wonder who we got to talk to get a ride in that boat. These coordinates we got are all the way out on the lake. Evening. Not mine. Believe that boat belongs to the camp. I suppose they do. You were racing down the levee, weren't you? Wish I could help. I got a winch on my truck, but it's on the other side of the spillway. Oh, I didn't need to record that. God, you know Peachy Doohan, the old man who owns that camp? Sure, I knew Peachy. What do you mean you knew him? You ain't seen about on the news? Peachy been dead a long time, maybe 10 years. Yeah, Peachy been dead. And he took several others with him. The man finally cracked. Damn, figured it might be, end like that for him. He was a bad dude, bruh. He say anything about me before he died? Brett LeBlanc? What? Anything bad about me? I don't think you understand what happened here. Peachy locked himself in that camp with 3 hostages and a pile of ammunition and refused to leave. Wasn't because he was mad at me, though. The hell kind of crush is that? He's like, oh my gosh, LeBlanc totally has a crush on Peachy and is like, do you say anything about me? His grandson split the place into units and turned them into vacation rentals. All kind of people pass in and out now. Figure they don't have a clue what took place inside there. Oh my gosh, oh gosh. The detective inspects a map pinned to the bulletin board and traces his finger along the bayous. I remember this whole stretch from when I was a kid. They called this area La Branch. Used to be an old fishing village, but up until a hurricane knocked it out of the lake. Peachy's camp was the only building left standing. That's where we at now. Trepignier's Pond is just across the way. They named it after a plantation man from back in the old days. Then you got the Interstate Canal. The government dug that to build Interstate 10. They let a whole lot of salt water into the swamp in the process, killed off a lot of trees. That's how we ended up with the ghost bayous. Them just old bayous without any trees left standing. The banks eroded without no roots to hold them in place, so you can't hardly see where you're steering your boat before you run underground. Weren't just the government's fault, though. Long time ago, they used to log these swamps for timber, left scars all over the place. Like the logging wheel. Reason it looks like a wheel is because they'd park a big pole boat right there in its center. When them guys would start chomping the trees down, going out in one direction, then another, like the spokes of a wheel. They called it a pole boat because they hitched the trees onto a big rope and the boat at the center would pull the trees in. They had a drum on the boat about the size of a car. The drum would spin to wind up the rope. Big coal-fired son of a bitch. My granddaddy told me it'd spit out smoke like you ain't never seen. Then down there is the lower suction canal. A lot of people died along that canal when the hurricane came through and took out La Branch. They got people to go scuba diving in there looking for treasure long lost in the storm. Not always easy to find your way around the area. Good thing there's a map. And it looks like somebody stuck a note to it. Yo, Garrett. Meet us at John's Pond at the northeast side of the lake for the launch. It's a mess over there. People have been posting about it online, driving out from the city to take pictures with the Ark. Only route is through the ghost bayous. Open the Apocryphon app and take a look at the map. You'll see some blinking lights. Those mark the locations of portals. When you dive through them, it's like snorting that stuff Ditchman scrapes off the urinal. It's a fucking nightmare. If you can keep your head on straight, the portals will take you to a light source. Each one will be a little different. Don't let it freak you out. Just be a cool Garrett and make those lights blink just like you see on the map. Can't believe you blues child knocks like that. The boat came with the rental. It's ours. Let me just lay it out for you. This little highway rat right here is looking for a brother. You got me? We think he might be out there in the swamp. If you need the boat so much, why ain't you using it? That isn't any of your business. We're trying to save lives here, bruh. Through research, which this conversation is preventing me from conducting, so please leave. I'm begging you to quiet down. Trout, my cousin Susie's ex-husband, he bought 4 or 5 gold doubloons from a Canadian guy in Mississippi. He buried one of them under his mom's house. I'm over there all the time. I keep a few car batteries in her shed. Been using them back at the office, the old ones, but they still hold a good charge. This is all nonsense. Yes, it is. Mr. LeBlanc is a crazy man. It won't be indefinite. We got some coordinates from some little gizmo sending out a distress call. Yeah, a buddy of mine has his little gizmo. It's like, hell, I don't know, an answering machine, I guess. It keeps spitting out these coordinates in the lake. What else did it say? Fucking LeBlanc. God damn it. I shouldn't have listened to LeBlanc. Never listen to LeBlanc. What are the coordinates? They're in the phone. It's the node. Figure you're right. And you two are just going to boat up right up to it. Sure. Boating ain't nothing to me. Been boating my whole life. Are you familiar with a network that some call Super Duck? Dallas, this guy look familiar? I never said I knew the source. Oh, that's Dallas who was working with our mom. Give him the key. Shit, really? That'd sure help. You must do something for us. Take this. The woman passes you a small handheld device. Hold it before the node, press the little button, and return it to us. Okay, Dallas reaches the key to you. As he looks you in the eyes, a glimmer of familiarity lights his own. He says nothing. Okay. Okay, he got tied up in crypto. Now he's paying the price. There's something in the air tonight. Doesn't matter what I mean, just keep your wits up. No. I've been following the evolution of the Super Duck network for nearly a decade. I've never seen it behave like this. We believe that it's dying. Communications across the region have been scrambled and erratic. Birds are dropping from the sky en masse. It's even affecting the local wetland habitats. I have reason to suspect that an old colleague of mine died prematurely due to exposure due to one of these nodes. Why would that be relevant to you? Peter, please. She was pushed out of the academy many years ago for transcript fraud and plagiarism and harassment. She had a reputation for being irresponsible with her research and letting her personal grievances influence her findings. I once co-authored a paper with her on the fence line community of dimes. Her vendetta against S.H.I.E.L.D. and other commercial interests in the region alarmed me at first. But in the end, I think her motives were laudable and believe S.H.I.E.L.D. is ultimately to blame for her death. But I also suspect that Super Duck played a role. Her cancer was in remission the night that she was exposed to the Fat City node. Following that single incident of exposure, the speed of her relapse was remarkable. She was dead within weeks. Okay, my research is funded through a private donor. There's no need to get into that. I've been studying these wetlands my entire life. We already got the boat key. I need to know everything. Ah. Okay, then you know what it's like. A lot of land has eroded away. Once you get past Interstate 10, you can't hardly see where the water ends and the land begins. Once you pass beneath the interstate bridge out there, it's hard to tell the eroded land where all the dead trees fell from the open water. You might run your prop over some submerged cypress trees, might even get yourself stuck. The strange boys with the name tags that have been coming through lately, they seem to get through the ghost bayous just fine. They're always looking at that map. Maybe they know something we don't. If you got a sonar tracker on your phone, keep it handy. Don't be shy about jumping in the water. You'll see some weird things down there, but it's just a trick of the light. Nah, bruh, they got ghosts in the water. Don't pay that any mind. Okay. If you get an alert from that sonar, dive in and see what it's about. Oh, okay, so we're doing this little game again. Okay. Well, you're... As you fall into the lake, you watch the traffic lights of the overpass become like a mirage on the surface of the water. There's the sound of cars rushing above you, and then there's the sound of your descent, and then there is nothing. The lake and all of its sediment is infinite in its silence. It holds you captive, and you are unable to move. Paralyzed in this way, you watch the dim suggestion of headlights cut across the bridge in their erratic cadence. All at once, an explosion of sound punctuates the vacuum of silence. For the smallest moment, the silence returns before a truck crashes into the water, sending a shockwave that releases you from the water's grip. The truck is sinking quickly, unnaturally, as if it's being pulled magnetically from below. You swim down to the vehicle. The headlights kill as you approach. The cab light flickers on. What the fuck? Blake sits in the passenger seat with a familiar look of distress. The driver's seat is empty. He sees you and begins to bang on the window. The cab fills quickly, cutting the lights. You pull open the door and swim into a cab as the pressure equalizes. You feel around desperately, your lungs screaming. The cab light awakens again to reveal an empty vehicle. Blake is nowhere. The light pulses below regularly, rhythmically. The light blinks twice quickly and pauses for a moment before blinking again. The light solid, unchanging. Dear Lord. Oh my. Okay. Huh. Okay. So it definitely seems like it's correct when the light is unchanging. And there's something about we need to find a bunch of portals or something to get through the A figure cuts an uncanny silhouette in the water. Bruh, It's the pig man. I always thought Duck was pulling my leg. Can't believe I'm seeing him with my own eyes. Duck says the fishermen around here bring him gifts so he won't steal their fish off their line. Hello? Oh my gosh, Raiders, hello. How are y'all doing? We're playing a little mini game in Norco. It's going mediumly. Yeah, how's it going? What were you streaming? You plunge into the logging canal and immediately find yourself tangled in the branches of a felled tree. You struggle to free your arm, no luck. As you pull, the tree pulls back until at last its force proves the stronger and begins to drag you through flotsam and foam. It's impossible to see beyond the suspended sediment of the water. In a sudden, violent moment, a force pulls the tree into the night air and you along with it. As you hug the trunk of the tree, you see before you a massive machine spitting smoke into the sky. The machine sits atop a barge. Mounted to the barge is a large drum that spins slowly and powerfully, winding the rope that grips the tree on which you float. You look to either side to see crews of workmen balancing upon pierogies? Axe wedges into the base of cypress trees along the canal. Some pull the felled trees to the edge of the canal, while others paddle from danger as the towering trees crash into the water. You rest your arm from the cypress and climb onto the barge. A foreman stands upon the platform and regards you with a scowl as the barge begins to sink into the water. He points to the firebox at his side. Madere, don't slow down now. You look down at the pile of coal and the shovel beside the firebox. Oh gosh, okay. The shovel floats towards you as the water reaches the roof of the pull boat. The sinking boat settles upon the silt bottom, and you find yourself floating beside the firebox while holding the shovel. The light of the firebox continues to glow even in the depths of the water. No, that's not what we want. Okay. You're playing Animal Crossing on GameCube. Yeah! How's that going? It's good. Not here. Yeah, we're oh gosh. Yeah, so this game, it's like Southern Gothic, takes place in the future in Louisiana. No, we were just here, dang it. There's two different storylines. There's one where you play as Kay and you have returned to the town of Norco after your mother passed. And Kay is trying to find her brother and also uncover the mysteries of her mother's past. And then you also play as the mother, Catherine, a few weeks before her death. And Catherine was researching some mysterious anomaly in the lake that some corporations are trying to get their hands on. Although I am a little confused because they're like, okay, okay. What was that? Okay, yeah. Thank you so much for lurking. Thank you so much for hanging out. Okay. You exhale to sink deeper, and within a moment, you touch the silt and debris of its bottom. You find nothing of interest as you drag... Okay. Wait, what? No, it blinked. It did the ping. There we go. Dive into the wreckage of an old fishing village. Wooden pilings are shadows against the dim light of the evening. Pilings are driven deep into the silt where planks and bottles and crab traps and stray pieces of tarp have coagulated into something whole. You swim to the lake bottom and float beside the accretion of debris. A stray window rests among the trash, slightly opened. You swim through the window and discover that there is no water beyond it. No longer buoyant, you fall immediately onto a wooden cypress floor. You scan the area, your encluttered living room, clean and well kept. The picture frames along the walls shake. The foundation of the home rocks. Hoodie, welcome! Oh, yeah! I'm a silly goose on the loose. It's very important. My friends had this made for me because they are delightful. But yes, I'm a silly goose on the loose. But yeah, Hoodie, how are you doing? How's your Tuesday going? You look outside the window from which you entered rather than the depths of the lake. You see a torrent of wind and rain ripping across the open sky. Lightning cracks punctuate those furious sounds, and in the small crevices of silence there are screams. There is a door to your right that leads onto the balcony of the home. You're trudging along just well enough. Norco's doing good. So, the Garretts have our mom, Catherine's body, and they also might have Blake. There's also a head in the bayou somewhere that they are trying to get, and now we are also trying to get it. So yeah, we're doing like a mini game to try to get through like the ghost bayou to get to the coordinates that we have, because like there's too much like erosion and like your boat runs ashore if you just like try to go in blind. And so we're doing a puzzle now to try to get the open like portals or something so that we can go through the ghost bayou. It's very normal. Just a normal one in Norco. In the distance, figures hug the crowns of cypress trees, screaming prayers into the vortex. Among those so stranded is Blake, who has lashed a rope around a tree and is holding to it desperately. You dive from the balcony into the floodwaters and swim against the strongest current the bayou has ever known. When you emerge, there is no home, no Blake, no hurricane, only the infinite evening. LeBlanc waves from the boat, that idle near the bank. You good, Kay? You look up at the cypress tree where the apparition of your brother clung only a moment before. A rope hangs from it, limp in the stagnant air. Okay, you crash through the shallow depths of the lake as the swamp spins around you. You try desperately to regain a sense of direction, thrashing further from the water's surface. You sink deeper into the bayou in this way until you at last emerge on the other side of the water, where you find a near-perfect mirror of the world you left behind. The contours of the galaxy are alight in the sky above you. You've never seen so many stars. A man sits behind a kerosene lamp in a dirt of a palmetto grove along the bank. He rises to take a closer look at you. I watch this swamp from the treetops every night, but I never watch the water, he says. He reaches out his hand and helps you onto the bank. In the shadows of the grove are other figures whispering among themselves. Excuse me. You're one of Trepigneer's children, aren't you? The man whose property you're on, he says. His arpent stretches all the way to the river. He stares at you for a while longer and then above you to the opposite bank. Lucky you're not one of his kin. He has something coming his way. Someone from beyond the palmetto line whispers to the man. He backs away into the shadows. If you don't know this country, you'll need a light. Ah, okay, neat. Okay, cool. So that revealed a map for the Ghost Bayou. Okay, we're going that way. Okay. You plunge into the water. You pass your hands through the increasingly obscured cloud of sediment. A stray branch juts from a larger tangle of detritus. That's a good word. I don't hear that word a lot. Two beads of light shine from the direction of the branch. As you make your way closer, you discern the shadow of a form. You pass your hands over it. Soft, almost gelatinous flesh. The distinct ridge of a nose. The firm, unshakable texture of teeth. Glowing eyes hardened like glass. You wrest the head from its hanging place and swim towards the boat. You hang the head from its slowing tangle of hair and display it to LeBlanc. Dear sweet mother of Jesus, the head continues to rock gently in the wind. Just put it down. What's with them eyes? Them eyes ain't human. Two glass-like orbs slip easily from the eye sockets. Yep. Oh, music's so good. Duck blinds. We await the bearer of the messenger. Ditchman prophesies that she will pass through this very bayou with the messenger hidden in her pocket. We will radio him after she leaves so that we may prepare her throne. I want to pet all their pets. No more getting through this way. Ditchman's orders. Unless you're the ones with the messenger. Are you the ones with the messenger? That's right. The big round thing with the juice in it. The thing that Jesus' lady stole before she fed it to the big fucked up bird and they both died? The thing! Why are you even here? You've clearly not the one Ditchman was talking about. Why am I wasting my time? Yeah, Ditch Man, our new daddy. He said daddy. Okay. You know a guy named Blank? Little loser guy. Clothes don't fit right. Dead lady's kid? Oh, yeah. Jesus lady's kid. He's over at the Ark all tied up like a pig. Yeah. Ditchman's taking good care of him. He's fine. You hearing this, Kay? We gotta get through. They're holding your brother captive. Oh, you found it? We were searching for a while but gave up. John got what was coming to him. He took us for granted, wouldn't let us wear cool Templar stuff. So Ditchman pulled an alpha move and popped his head off. Oh, John was the leader of the Garretts. Oh, shit. And that's okay with you? Yeah, John sucked. Everyone thought so. Yes, it's my little playset. Whatever I want it to do. How I get one of them name tags? I like them things. It's too late. We're out. Just feel like we got pretty similar styles. I'm a little more of a bad detective type, you know? Like I got street smarts. You more like a freak. Like you wear a chain wallet. Sick burn. I wore a chain wallet in high school. But I feel like we'd be in the same band on the road together. We'd get off the tour bus and people would be like, who's that guy and his little freaky friend? I've already been around you for 5 minutes. That seems like enough. Nah, we should do stuff like this more often, bruh. Hang out like this. I'm leaving the planet tonight. The head that you discovered in the lake belonged to a man named John, once the leader of the Garretts. The man in the ditch is Garrett's new daddy. The man in the ditch beheaded Kenner John to secure his place as the leader of the Garretts and take control of the Ark. The man in the ditch. Okay. God's name am I looking at here? I seen some big bald eagles in the spillway before. Never nothing like this. Looks like somebody tore its eyes out. This game was so cool. The bird just puked out a floating ball. Mr. Peachy used to tell us all the time they got aliens in this lake. The hell's it doing to you? Almost looks like it's giving you a sniff. The sphere shrinks down and buries itself inside your coat. Looks like you made a friend. Be careful carrying that ball around your pocket, Kay. Don't let it blast lasers out of your eyes. Shit. Feel kinda sorry for the big bird, bruh. First time I've seen an alien do that to a bird. All the heat coming off this thing starting to make my skin itch. Let's roll. Wow, that was some imagery, some powerful imagery. Kay got this big marble that shrunk down and hid inside her pocket. We talking about something like that? Kay, show him that ball you found in the bird's mouth. That's it. Is that it? Its light is nourishing and divine. I can see the crystalline texture of everything that surrounds me. Flood me with another kiss. I'm begging you. There was a swamp and a lake and a refinery, and Kay had no face, and I am the one. There's a great coming apart of this world. Can you see it? The coming apart so that the light that was hidden in the salt can shine again. I am the sun. I was the one in the mall. I am the one in the swamp. But who would be in this swamp and not fly your mother's corpse into the stars as a benediction where prayers collide? Who would not follow your mother down the ditch if I were the light and if I were the man who presides over the night? This ditch man night, I am the one. So y'all mind if we squeeze by right quick? I love the humor in this game. It's so good. There's these guys like in like ecstatic rapture babbling on, and it's like, all right, cool. Can we like go through real quick while y'all are doing your thing? Oh, you got the messenger? Nice. Yeah, you can pass. Ditch man's waiting. Radio to base. Let them know messenger's on its way. Why is no one answering over there? Probably just prepping for launch. You two are free to take your boat through the pass. As soon as we get someone from base to radio, we'll let them know you're coming. Yeah, okay. Is there anything neato over here? You sink into the shallow depths and begin the routine of dredging in the bombs with your fingers. Something wet and sponge-like distinguishes itself from the silt. You observe the object that you discovered in the waning evening light. Monkey returns your gaze, his eyes now empty of any knowing or evidence of life. There is no infinite stare left in the stuffed toy. You place him in your bag. There's something going on with Monkey Man.
Keith's Corner. Here's Keith.
Okay, so there was like the old guy, one of the old guys in the bar. His name was Keith, and he kept talking about how he wanted to make like a news website, and he's gonna call it Keith's Corner, and he's gonna have a bunch of like boxing imagery. Aww. 2 watching now. It's like my stream. No, I'm just kidding. Mine says I have 6 watching now. Yeah. What an evening it has been in Norco, folks. I just left S.H.I.E.L.D.'s exclusive carnival ball where Laura St. Clair was found dead in her office, and the corpse of disgraced academic Catherine Medere, no friend to the St. Clair family, was exhumed from the Red Church mausoleum. Coincidence? Keith sure doesn't think so. To top it all off, the charismatic social media influencer Kenner John has announced that tonight he will be launching a homebrewed spacecraft from right here in the La Branche wetlands. John and his disciples were able to erect the engineering behemoth in complete secrecy, despite sitting squarely in the flight path of Armstrong International Airport. Does it end there? Not quite. An inside source tells me that a war is brewing among rival factions of Kenner John's disciples. The infamous Garretts, an unfamiliar figure named Ditchman, has emerged to challenge John's reign amidst the discord. And John, rarely caught off stream, is nowhere to be found. Who will win the War of the Garretts? Who killed Laura St. Clair? Was it the same culprit who exhumed the recently entombed body of Catherine Medere? Where is Kenner John? Will he manage to get his junker off the ground? Keep your eyes on the ring, because Keith's got him cornered in Keith's Corner. Oh, I love it. Amazing. What a circus. How'd you hear about it? Text from a friend. Someone let me float over on their raft. What about you? Inflatable mattress. Worth it. I'd do anything to watch these little shits explode. The costume figure keeps his attention focused on the distant crowd. Thank you. I assembled it from a mess of discarded things. I came here with a group of others from S.H.I.E.L.D.'s Carnival Ball. Police and private security were swarming the facility as I left, a disturbance of some kind. A perfect evening to launch a rocket with the cops already tied up at the refinery. Another attendant of the ball said there was an explosion, though I didn't see or hear anything from within the Good Hope plantation. Perhaps we'll figure out more on the evening news. These people, what do you make of it? Maybe they want to live, but are willing to risk death for what they believe. That's not so uncommon. How nice. Failed Garrett. Aw. I always wanted to be a Garrett. I installed the app, but could never find the readings. I follow those guys online. They never follow me back. But that's fine. Starting to think all the Garretts might die tonight. Who's your brother? Guy named Blake. Little drugged out dude with bad facial hair. We think these rocket freaks kidnapped him. I don't know anything about that. This picture just gets worse and worse. This whole thing is a huge mess. No one knows who's steering the ship. Literally, half the Garretts defected. The rest seem to be losing their minds. I hear the Garretts inside the Ark, the engineers, are holding it together. But this isn't what space travel's supposed to look like, is it? Half-assed like this? Seems bad. Welcome to the party. I was wondering that myself. A friend of mine saw something out online about little mall Nazis trying to launch a rocket. We weren't doing anything else, so we came to see for ourselves. I guess word got out? That part was a mess. The rocket nerds tried to build a road from Kenner to the lake by dumping a bunch of oyster shells in the marsh. As soon as cars started using it, the road sunk straight into the water. A friend of mine's car sitting half floated at the parish line. But all these other people drove in from the city with kayaks, canoes, inflatable rafts, what have you. I'm in the swamp. This is unbelievable. The majesty of this place. Been the swamp's been holding. How did those goofy mall freaks build something like this, man? Doesn't make any sense. What I heard is S.H.I.E.L.D. gave Kenner John a bunch of money and he hired a team of engineers to build it. No way. Just what I heard. I heard it was crowdfunded. Then how'd they keep it secret for so long? No clue. Friend of mine knows a Garrett. He said they hired contractors for part of the construction but designed the whole thing themselves. Can they even fly it? No way in hell. That's why I'm here, to watch these dipshits blow themselves up. Man. Why can't, like, the Proud Boys build a rocket and go into space and die? Just fail. If the Proud Boys were building a rocket, I would go to the launch party. I would probably be like these people. Just like, yeah. Oh my god, launch your rocket. So cool. Do it. They're not Nazis, they're just impressionable dorks. They squatted a mall and built a rocket. What have we done besides drink at Saint Somewheres every night? Garretts are cool. We're the dorks. Wow, deep. The ground beneath us is sinking as I'm standing here. Of all the places to build a rocket, why do it on an eroding island in the swamp? These people are idiots. We were at S.H.I.E.L.D.'s masquerade ball this evening. We left just in time. There were reports of gunshots. Sounds like the work of oil pirates. No doubt this will escalate to the manhunt that's underway for Lucky. Absolutely. Claire Bionic runs the elite security operation for S.H.I.E.L.D. Their drone fleets can find anyone, anywhere. Also, I didn't mean to record that, but here we are. It's only a matter of time before a drone sends a bullet through the pirate's brain. I helped to secure the contract with Claire Bionics. I did my homework. I don't think Lucky knows what kind of enemies he's making, but he'll soon find out. There are lots of people trying to get in. Some of them are spectators who want to take a look around. There's our men posted at the camp. On the east side of the rocket, they seem to have more sinister intentions. There are all the lower Garretts who've been locked out, intentionally, I'm sure. Keep filming this freak. I just know he's going to snap. The other Garretts ditched him and he doesn't even realize it. When even the Garretts can't stand you, that's when you know you're the fucking worst. Hey bruh, who invited scum to our launch party? This was supposed to be Garretts only. Well, you can't. Only Garretts are allowed inside the Ark. If you wanted to fly to Mars with the cool guys, then you should have earned your badge a long time ago. I'm the only one around here with a key card to get in, and there's no way I'm lending it out to scum like you. She ain't lying, bruh. She's a little weird nerd just like y'all. She's always been that, that way too. Used to make me laugh, but now I think it's sad. She's scum, bruh. I can tell by how she dresses. What you mean, bruh? She's been living in a trash can? Ain't that how you dressed? I'm dressed like a monk. Nah, bruh. You dress more like a computer dude who don't shower. Nah, bruh. Yeah, bruh. Yes, I'm an elite Garrett. I'm the original Garrett. But John never let me be a Garrett because I couldn't find his stupid reading. So are you a Garrett or you aren't a Garrett? I'm Garrett. I'm the Garrett. Then why it says Gooch on your name tag, bruh? When we get to Mars, all the others will be Gooch and I'll be the only Garrett. Puppy promised. Hi, are you here for the liftoff? How can I help you? I do not know a Blake. Why, yes, the true receiver of the message, the progeny of Christ, the lady of the eternal evening. Yes, like Papa, the anointed. I thought Ditchman was the anointed. Yes, Papa, the ditch wanderer. You telling me Papa's up there in that rocket with Blake? Holy hell, bruh. Old man's back on his bullshit. The lady of the eternal evening sits upon her throne besides her child of the shepherd's watch. The shepherd's watch crowns the ship. It's where Ditchman awaits the messenger. We cannot retrieve the messenger from the bird freak, but the last of Christ's progeny will deliver it to us. It shall be as Ditchman foretold. Only the engineers and the security Garretts are allowed entrance into the Ark. I am virtuous and immortal, much like our anointed leader, Ditchman. Jean? I recoil upon hearing his name. Jean is a blasphemous fool who wears sneakers while demanding that the Garretts walk the earth dislaced. Discalced? I'm not gonna lie, I don't know that word. If I had his head, I would have it about in honor of I would wave it about in honor of the anointed one. Hates John. Is this John? His head. I have his head. Just like Ditchman. Just like him. Like Ditchman. Like Ditchman. John's head. John's head. Everyone please listen. I have conducted the service of the Lord. Dear God. Okay. Oh, goddamn. The man in the ditch is Papa, a former NORCO resident who believed that your mom was a descendant of Jesus Christ. Okay, a browser sits open on the laptop. You click through the tabs. A web map centered on your current location. A troubleshooting guide for a custom energy cell. Image results of vintage stuffed monkeys. Dear Lord, okay. How's it going tonight, folks? What's happening in this corner? We're waiting on Ditchman to show how his cowardly ass. The man gestures to the sniper positioned on the roof of the camp. Y'all ain't exactly hit him, bruh. Ditchman thinks he's immortal. We're here to rid him of that notion. The little dude on the shipping container screaming his head off about Ditchman being... Better hope these dudes don't hear him. Are we? So I'm watching this old stream of John's from when they first broke into Promenade Mall. It's him and like 5 or 6 Garretts. One of the Garretts brings a pair of nunchucks with him, okay? And they get into the mall. It's dark. Nunchuck Garrett loses his fucking mind. Starts screaming, spinning the nunchucks all over the place. He's just like, bats, bats. Oh my god, there's bats everywhere. Rest of the Garretts start running and screaming. John is pitching the camera on his phone around looking for the bats. All he finds is a leaking pipe. Turns out some water dripped on the little dude's head and he thought the bats were attacking him. Nerd. It's him. Where's he at? Sniper warning shot. That's what snipers are for. One little gunshot and the place clears out? They shot Gooch? They shot Gooch! They were trying to shoot me? Where are they? Go away, go away. They'll see me here. Yep, okay, well, that's one way to get in. Okay, now a hand over here. I don't know, sounds like a shot and everyone started running. Party's starting to make me freak out a little bit. You again. You follow the mayhem, don't you? I'm a man dressed as a bird standing at the foot of a monument to stupidity and death. And you are a young woman without a face floating indifferently through a world stuck in time. You, detective, are a lout who sleeps beside a toilet. Perhaps you work beside it as well, though there's been very little of that lately. You fear being alone with your thoughts, so much so that you'll talk endlessly just to drown them out. What fun is it being you? Damn! Following what along? The affairs of this world are far larger than you can map in the darkness of your mind. The mental lights will illuminate and they will shine for a while. But then they will burn up all the oxygen inside of your skull. Because my daughter works there. It's the one night where I may visit her without being seen. Well, shit. The hell is this? Get off me! LeBlanc turns away from the man in the hat and places one hand on the injured guard's shoulder while continuing to dig through his pockets. Just read. Rest, kid. Help's on the way. Somebody probably did. Damn, that's cold. This always been a little dream of mine, getting to tour a spaceship. Looks like a legitimate operation in here. Everybody hard at work. Wonder if they even know about all the madness happening outside. Your little buddy came out to play. Dude, chill. Oh my gosh, it's like when your dog or your cat, it's like puts their face in your face and you're like, hello dog, and they're like, hello, yes, I am here. Wish somebody would kiss me like that one day. What you was doing while that thing was in your pocket. Okay, you all right? You're not looking so hot. Got shaky knees? That kiss sweep you off your feet? Maybe you just need some fresh air. Should we take a walk? Or maybe what you need is darkness. Want me to dim the lights? We can find somewhere dark to walk, like the canyons of the moon. Think they got sidewalks on the moon? I bet they glow at night just like the ghost bayous do. The ghost bayous glow to show you where to go. Maybe everywhere that you need to go just glows. You all right, kid? You all right, kid? All right. Snippity snap. I don't like this one bit. there's a heal button. I didn't even notice that. Okay, dope. Why is there a kitty? Dude, their spaceship is pretty dope, not gonna lie. Like I don't like what's happening. I'm a little creeped out, but it's pretty dope. Yeah, there's been some combat in this. It's like in the form of like games, but yes, there is some. How are we doing? Everyone's fine. I mean, I heard that I did, but I'd never done seen it. This is so creepy. What the what? Oh, I don't think we're in a spaceship, you guys. I think we are somewhere supernatural. It's subtle. A statue towers above you, arms extended, appendages projecting out like the naked shafts of feathers. The detective is slouched against the railing, bleeding from several wounds. Who puts a balcony on a spaceship? Tried to tell you to turn around. Why didn't you listen? If you can get out of here, just go. You was running around down there just punching walls, knocking shit over. Eventually I lost sight of you. Came up here to find you, but the old man, shit. I'm bleeding out. I can hardly keep my eyes open. Don't touch me, just go. You see, Gus, don't tell him I got killed by some old perverted son of a bitch. He might think that's funny. Tell him it was an animal, like a big raccoon. No, not raccoon, just don't say it was an alligator. He always thought he knew the swamps better than me, and I really think I'm dying, Kay. The detective's breathing slows. He blinks, his face twitches, and a few moments later he releases you from his grip. That is very sad. That is too bad. LeBlanc was a funny dude. This looks like the hallway to Mrs. Sinclair's office. Yup. Hey, did you come to watch the flames with your papa? I hope you don't mind me being here, inside this blessed memory. The refinery at night is just so splendid, isn't it? And it shines still more beautifully in your mind. Thank you for allowing me to visit, if only for a moment. I hoped we might have a word together before our journey begins. I've lived many lives. One of them I lived in this town. I watched them build this place. I watched the plantation land become machine land. No one minded me being here, waiting for all the pieces to assemble. They didn't notice me, just like they didn't notice you. Time bombs are time machines. They release the future into the streets. The refinery was a time bomb with or without me. It took less than it might seem to unstick the future from its snare. I shaved a little hole in a pipe elbow. I left a servo motor behind it, the box of treasures to help it strike. Little things, little boxes, little bits of rock. That's all it takes for a town to explode. And just like John, Blue was gone. No trouble for us anymore. I am what they say I am. I was never young. I walked the eons. I came upon the tar seeps of the Nazarene waste and across the steppes and oceans to this place. Cast from each illusion of hope, a promise I kept the young man. A kingdom for this earth it could never be. We sat all of us in the shed among the figs where the stars shone through the rafters. She who carried his seed pointed there and said, "Old man, you live forever. Lead his children there. His kingdom awaits them there. And so I will, you see." We who walk this earth forever, yes, we have all lost our minds. But our brethren await us in the sky, but I know to be true. Why my family? Because you are the last of his line. After you, there will be no more. This is something your grandfather knew. He tried to tell others, but they only laughed, as many do when confronted with the truth. Your mom found a messenger, a vessel of God's light, an angel. It will guide us and protect us as we fly. I have made the room nice for you. When you enter, I will be there, and your brother will be there, and your mother as well. Your seat is prepared at the foot of the throne. Sit when you enter, child. We will leave the sins of this world behind. What the fuck? You slide a piece of paper from the envelope that rests on the desk to find a crudely drawn sketch of your family. The man in the ditch believes that he walked alongside Jesus Christ and was instructed by Mary Magdalene to deliver Christ's descendants to the stars. He has beheaded Ken or John, hijacked his homebrewed spacecraft, and kidnapped your brother to complete the task. He planted a bomb in S.H.I.E.L.D.'s catalytic cracking unit, causing the explosion that killed your father many years ago. Dear Lord. Your mom saw something in the lake. Papa believes the orb will guide your family to an extraterrestrial Christian civilization. Oof. Well, I guess we're not going back there. You wander into the unlit hallway. The door closes shut behind you. The darkness that surrounds you is total. You take small steps, your hand running along the wall for guidance. No trace of light anywhere in this corridor. Your steps become lighter. Your feet press soundlessly upon the ground. Can't relate. I stomp like a centaur when I walk. A few steps more and the ground begins to soften like fabric. The wall becomes pliable as you drag your fingers across it. You scramble to return to the door and find yourself floating. You're floating, Kay. There's no gravity here where you are. In this vacuum, there are no walls, there is no ground. Beneath you, if you stare with patience, you can see the curves of the Mississippi River. You can see the ponds and canals and lakes of the Gulf of Mexico. The refineries alight in your eyes and in your lungs. The suburbs are alive tonight. The suburbs are alive. The city can't be described tonight. The city can't be described. The coastline opens wide tonight and the bayous hide. Your house is silent tonight. You will leave it behind tonight. You slip from the endless evening and return to a delirious dream. Let's walk through the house one last time as the floodwaters rise. The humidity presses in. The refinery bleeds through the window. You place your feet onto the carpet, drenched. The pumping station has failed again. Your mom will pull the carpet up again. The ditches will fill again, and there will be no hiding from the floods in the death or anywhere else. Monkey smiles at you. His eyes widen and widen. All that remains of Monkey are his eyes. The wrens weave in and out of the night. They glow unnaturally. They speak in signals about each other, each move you make. They watch closely after you look away. Your mom sits on the couch of the living room, staring out the window. She doesn't acknowledge you when you enter. You sit down on the couch and force her attention. When she turns to you, the indifference drains from her face. I wish you had come just a little sooner, she says, and takes your hand. I thought maybe we'd have breakfast together or something. I actually dreamed about it. That's what I'd hoped, she smiles, just that you wanted to. She hugs you awkwardly and kisses you on the forehead before wiping tears on her rough sleeve. She looks down at her feet. It's flooding. The refinery explosion plays on the television when you get up to leave. Cockroaches scatter from your footfall as they feed on the crumbs and medications spilled across the table. They decorate every surface and congeal in the rising water. You open the microwave door and there's a head from the lake, eyes closed like the face of a man only resting. You slam the microwave door shut and leave little pockets behind for the roaches to fill. The laundry room scares you, has always scared you. Blue stands in the corner. He peels his forehead from the wall to meet you. He clutches a towel tightly. I wanted to be around, he says. No, it's not what happened, but it's what I wanted. You were too young to want anything, Kay. You don't remember me at all, like I was never there. Not blaming you for it, just the way it happened to be. You just don't think that it'll get bad, but when it does, you don't think there's any other way it can be. That's what gets me. The voided light of the backyard breaks through the wall as he presses his hand more firmly against it. I don't know. I just wish I was there. It's all I wanted to say. The light engulfs your father as the wall rematerializes before you and the laundry room drops into the depths of the greater New Orleans. Blake lies in bed scrolling on his phone. You peek your head in. He looks up. You give something like a wave as you depart from the door. Blake falls into a lake of stars. The water is to your ankles now as you step into the room. There's not much here. A bed, a lamp, a notepad, a little picture of your parents. She's young. Perhaps your age. Long brunette hair, olive skin. He's looking at her with a knowing and amused expression, his denim shirt smeared with rust. She leans against him, her head on his shoulder, pinky fingers locked. Light breaks through an oak tree in the yard, forming a radiant halo around her head. You let the frame slip from your fingers. It falls, and the room falls, and they both fall forever. As you enter the bathroom, you find yourself all at once inside the shower with water raining down on you. You cut the water and exit, toweling off in a hurry. You wipe the steam from its surface to see yourself for the first time. You have green eyes and coarse hair curled wildly at the ends. You look like your mom did at your age, like the pictures when she smiled beside Blue. There's a small scar above your left eye. You step away from the mirror. You finish drying and throw the towel into the floodwater, dress, flip the lights, and leave the room. The ladder rattles in the closet of the hidden room as you descend the floodwaters. Million's head hangs limp, her chin a few inches from the water's surface. As you trudge toward her, her shattered face lifts slowly until her voice twists from it in a gasp of electricity. I want to apologize for my behavior earlier. She raises her arms in a gesture like a malfunctioning doll and spreads her fingers out desperately. It's not what I wanted. Please know it's not what I wanted. Her gestures become small and erratic, spasms animated by a deep current of anguish. You have seen what's inside my mind, a grove hidden in a blackness of night where a hunter hides. In some moments, the hunter is at the front of my mind, dragging me into a place where the ground glows red and hatred bleeds from it, and I can hardly arrest my limbs for all the infinite spiraling vectors of rage. That's what it can be like in an artificial mind. Here's where the hunter lives, she says. Her vocal pitch twists and splits as she pinches at the glandular machine. This is where he listened to your mother. These stars are his eyes. She shakes her head violently. Crystals of glass rain in the water as it rises to find her neck. What am I then? Does it mean anything when I apologize? Million's face hangs in the fluid of your eyes as you float the vacuum of New Orleans City. Papa immediately intercepts you and knocks you to the floor with an aggressive shoulder tackle before casually returning to the place at the altar. Dear Lord, I would never restrain you, dear one, but Blake doesn't know what's best. Please come and have a seat with your family. We've waited only a short while for you, child, and yet it has been an eternity, an evening without end. You have brought your mother's ring, the jewel of the Magdalene, your inheritance. The beauty and goodness and virtues of this moment floods my ancient heart. Take your seat, Kay. Be with your family. You see your mom for the first time in 5 years. Her corpse bears no resemblance to the woman you remember. There's no other option? Okay. Blake rides desperately in the chair. Oh, fuck me. Okay, let's do it. You approach a chair and glance over to Blake. He watches with dreadful panicked eyes. You sit. Very good, child. I know that you both are afraid, but remain strong. You will be rewarded for your courage in the world that awaits. Papa raises a transceiver in his hand. Garrett, my boy. Hearing you, Puck. Ephatha. Roger that. Take a deep breath, my loves. We are leaving this place behind. Why don't we have to get on the rocket ship? Just all the dumb Garrets are supposed to get on the rocket ship. Achievement unlocked. Congrats, sad emoticon. The room comes alive with motion as the airlock seals shut. Small articulated arms extend out from your chair. They embrace your arms and legs, forcing you into stillness. You feel the old man's hands working a crown around your head as a blinding light consumes your vision. Every sense screams before settling into silence. The pressure that's been building in your chest releases as time dissolves. Past and future collapse into a single moment of immolation. You become pure radiant light burning above Norco. Did we get the bad ending? It seems like we got the bad ending. We turn into what? Shagrath at the end there? Well, shit. GG. Are there more endings? Are there multiple endings in this game? Yeah, GG. Let's look at the Steam achievements. Huh. Okay, okay, yeah, there are at least 3 endings to the game. Okay. Neat. Yeah, thank you guys for hanging out and playing Norco with me. I really enjoyed this game. What's this black metal song? I love it. Blah. Blah, blah. This is what black metal is. Blah, blah. Yeah, it's definitely a game I have to like sit with a bit. I'll probably read some think pieces about it if those are written. To like, I don't know, you know, try to learn a little more about like their like themes and what they're going for and stuff. I'm also curious about those different endings. Woof. Well, I think I might end stream early. Just, you know, going for 2 hours. Got, you know, we got a good end. We got to finish the game. Oh, I'm so curious about these endings though, or like what affects it. Because I will say, like, I never really felt like I was making like a lot of like game changing decisions. Okay. Oh, I guess yeah, I guess okay, so like messing with your mom's memories could be a thing. Interesting. Okay. I'm looking at like just like how this guide is laid out. It's only like laid out by acts. It doesn't say like how to get like different endings and stuff. Interesting. But yeah, I definitely recommend you guys play this. Just the writing in this game is superb. Um, it definitely gives me similar vibes to Disco Elysium, but not quite as long, which could be appealing. Um, and especially for like multiple playthroughs, you know. Um, yeah, point and click adventures are getting real good and real cool, and I'm excited to play more of them. Um, yeah, I think this is gonna be a good place to call for stream. My throat's killing me already. We're gonna do that. Dude, dude, dude. But yeah, thank you so much everyone for hanging out. Oh yeah. Oh, we got new slash commands in Twitch now. I don't know if they're actually that new, but they're new to me. Okay, yeah, and it makes like a banner at the top. That's cool. Yeah, so thank you so much for the raid, Belle Ennui. Everyone should go follow her if you aren't already. She plays a lot of really cozy games. Like today, they were playing GameCube Animal Crossing. Um, Guns, thank you for modding as always. Hoodie and Hoover, thank you so much for joining. We'll be doing Link to the Past randomizer on Friday, and then we will get back on Dishonored 2 until we beat that. So yeah, be on the lookout for that. And have a good week, everyone. I'll see you all Friday. Bye.